Hello and good morning everyone. So today is the third trading session of this week. So let's get started with today's top stocks in news. The first one is Titan, where the company announced the Q3 result. If you look at the revenue, it is up by 49%, reported at 1,470 crores versus 990 crores on yearly basis. Now, if you look at the top line of the company, it is up by 40%, reported at 22,522 crores. Now the operating numbers is also good in this quarter. EBITDA is up by 55%, reported at 2,336 crores, and margins are reported at 10.4% versus 9.4%, which is around 100 basis point jump on yearly basis. And there is also a labor code impact at rupees 138 crores. Now, if you look at the Apollo Hospital Q3 numbers, it is ahead of the estimate. Net profit is up by 35%, reported at 503 crores on yearly basis. Now, if you look at the top line of the company, it is up by 17.2%, reported at 6,477 crores. Now, if you look at the operating numbers of the company, especially the margins trajectory, it is reported at 14.9% versus 13.8% on yearly basis. Along with that, company declared interim dividend of 10 rupees per share, and there is also a labor code impact of 19.2 crores in this quarter. The next stock is Britannia, where the company announced the Q3 result. The results are ahead of estimates. Net profit is up by 17%, which is reported at 682 crores. Revenue is again up by 8.2%. EBITDA is up by 16%, and margins are reported at 19.7% versus 18.4%, which is around 170 basis point appraise in this quarter. The next stock is Eicher Motor, where the company performed ahead of the estimate. Net profit is up by 21.3%, reported at 1,422 crores on Y&Y basis. If you look at the top line of the company, it is also up by 23%, reported at 6,114 crores. Now, the operating number of the company is also on the solid side. EBITDA is up by approximately 30%, which is reported at 1,556 crores versus 1,201 crore, and margins are reported at 25.5% versus 24.2% on yearly basis. The next stock which you need to look at is Grasim Industries, where the net profit is up by 26.5%, reported at 1,037 crores versus 820 crores. There is a sharp jump in top line of the company, which is up by 25%, reported at 44,312 crores versus 35,378 crores on yearly basis. Operating numbers, on the other hand, is also on a stronger side. EBITDA is up by 32%, reported at 8,925 crores, and margins are reported at 20.1% versus 19.2%, which is fairly 90 basis point jump in yearly basis. The next stock is Torrent Power, where the company's net profit is up by 35%, reported at 643 crores versus 475 crores on yearly basis. Now, if you look at the revenue trajectory, it is on a flat side, only up by 4.3%, reported at 6,777 crores. EBITDA is up by 26.2%, reported at 1,403 crores, and margins are reported at 20.7% versus 17%, which is fairly a strong jump in this quarter on the yearly basis. Now, if you look at the Oil India numbers on the consolidated basis, net profit is down by 16.4%. As we have seen lot of volatility in the oil prices this quarter along with the crude prices, revenue is down by 0.7%, which is fairly on a flatter side. EBITDA is up by 9%, and margins are reported on a stronger side, which is reported at 30.1% versus 27.4% on quarterly basis. The next stock is Jubilant Food. The net profit is up by 65%, which is a stronger jump in this quarter. Revenue is again stronger by 13.3%, reported at 2,437 crores. EBITDA is again up by 20.2%, and margins are reported at 20% versus 19% on yearly basis, which is a jump of 100 basis points. The next stock is GNFC, where the company's net profit is down by 8%. Now, if you look at the top line of the company, it is slightly up by 5%, reported at 1,996 crores. If you look at the EBITDA, it is up by 30%, reported at 171 crores, and margins are reported on a higher side at 8.6% versus 7% on yearly basis, which is on an average 200 basis points increase on Y&Y basis. The next stock which you need to look at in today's trading session is BHEL, which is Bharat Heavy Electronics Limited, because government is going to sell 3% stake in the company with an option to sell additional 2%. This offer for sale is going to take place on 11th and 12th Feb, and the floor price is reported at 254 rupees per share, and company received LOA from Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemical for an order worth 2,800 crores. The next stock is Ether Energy. There is the sources of CNBC TV18 because National Investment Infrastructure Fund likely to sell up to 1.92% stake in company via block deal. Offer for size is around 533 crores. The deal price is at around 705 rupees per share, and the floor price is at a discount of up to 3% to current market price, and the trade is a clean out trade. The next stock is Tata Motors Commercial Vehicle because their Indonesian arm secures order for 70,000 Yodha and Ultra T7 vehicle, which is a very huge order for the company. The next stock is Iron Exchange because company's arm bags an order worth 1,730 crores from Petroleum Development Oman. So these were some of these stocks which you need to look at in today's trading session. Thank you. Bye-bye.